Ponting's side now sat proudly at the top of Pool A, their 100% record still intact. Australia returned to Potchefstroom for what was expected to be a routine match. Their opposition, Namibia, had yet to record a victory in the tournament and looked pretty unlikely to trouble the champions. Jason Gillespie was troubled by injury, so Andy Bickle came in again. And it was an ominous sign for Namibia when Ricky Ponting won the toss for the first time in 5 attempts and chose to bat. Well, despite the early loss of Adam Gilchrist, the Australian batsman settled quickly, and Matthew Hayden brought up the 100 in the 19th over. He was finally out for 88. That, along with a quick-fire 59 from Andrew Simon, saw the Australians well past the 250 mark as the last over began. Brad Hogg showed a bit of form too, but what soon followed was Darren Lehmann smashing his way into the World Cup record books. Facing the bowling of Rudy van Vuren, the left-hander hit an amazing 28 runs off the final over. One boundary followed another as the Namibian fielders simply stood and stared at the ball flying past them to the boundary. The unfortunate bowler, Mr. Van Vuren, couldn't quite believe it, but it was getting worse. Lehmann was in quite fantastic form, and umpire Billy Bowden was following him with his weird signalling. That one off the edge, but it raced away to the boundary rope. There's the umpire Billy Bowden. Lehmann then decided to step up a gear, clubbing Van Vuren's 4th delivery high over the rope and into the crowd. 6 more to the all-rounder. It was great stuff for the crowd, though. It was a visibly exhausted Van Vuren now, and his worst nightmare continued as Lehmann again found the rope with the 5th delivery of the over. 22 so far, and 1 ball still to come. It was a full toss that gave Lehmann the chance to smash the final ball in the same direction. 28 off the over. This a new World Cup record, and Australia had made 301 for 6 off their 50 overs. Van Vuren was left with the figures of 0 for 92 from 10. Darren Lehmann was left as the Australian hero, and didn't they all just love it? Yeah, that Australian total looked far too much for the Namibian batsman. Lehmann's 28 off the over eclipsed Brian Lara's previous World Cup record of 26 by 2 runs. The Namibian openers came to the crease knowing that they could expect no favours from the Australians, and indeed, that's exactly how it proved. The first wicket took just 4 balls, Glenn McGrath having Jan Berryberger caught at second slip by the safe hands of Ricky Ponting. 5 for 1 then, Namibia. Having lost a second wicket, it didn't take long for them to lose their 3rd. McGrath claiming his 2nd victim, Morn Karg, caught at the wicket by Adam Gilchrist. In the next over, McGrath grabbed his 3rd wicket, Brian Murgatroyd, leg before, for a duck. Namibia now way out of it at 17 for 4. And by the 9th over, half the team had gone. Dan Calder went for 3, McGrath again the bowler, and Gilchrist once more, the catcher. The old firm doing the trick, 28 for 5 the score. This was nothing more than a net for the Australians. Louis Berger then followed his younger brother Jan back to the pavilion. McGrath's 5th victim it was, and Namibia was struggling to compete at all at 34 for 6. Gilchrist then took a fine diving catch to dismiss the Namibian captain Dion Kotze. McGrath's 6th victim and Gilchrist's 4th catch. Wicket number 7 duly arrived 3 balls later. Bjorn Kotze clean bowled. That truly was a castling. McGrath had returned the best bowling analysis in World Cup history. A phenomenal 7 for 15. Not good for the Namibian fans, and at 45 for 8, they really had seen the last of their side's runs. Gilchrist again did the trick. 2 more catches off the bowling of Andy Bickle. All out then for 45. The Namibians, Australia, easy winners. And Gilchrist had taken a World Cup best of 6 catches. There it is, number 6 for this remarkable all-round cricketer.
The Australian team's been playing well, and we'll just go out there, continue the good form, and hopefully take it right through to the World Cup final.
Just 45 then for the hapless Namibians. They truly were torn apart by the bowling of Glenn McGrath, who's one of the all-time greats. 4 out of 4 for the Australians, as those bowlers convince everybody of their outstanding form. They're assured, it seems, of a place in the Super Sixes, and next up it's a case of the oldest enemy.